Okay, so we are live. And Deanna.
Okay, I'll go ahead and start reading, and then the way I'm seeing on my screen is Natalie, Wendy, Kendra, Brittany, and Brenda. So can we just read in that order? No?
I think everybody's screen order is different.
Okay, so how do we want to do that then when we have a full house? How do we want to pick the order of reading?
You can do alphabetical. Oh, go ahead, Natalie. Hang on, I'm going to unmute you.
No, she's muted.
Logical difficulty, so I'm going to listen this week.
You're going to listen? Okay.
Oh,
Kendra?
We could have just assigned numbers.
That's true.
Alphabetical is easy. We can do that every week if you want. Just go alphabetically.
Mm-hmm.
Which would mean Brenda reads first, then Brittany,
Mm-hmm.
then Deanna, then Kendra, Natalie, and Wendy. But Natalie's not doing this week, so do we got that, Brenda?
What am I reading?
You're reading the list that I had pointed you to earlier. Do you remember?
The whole list? This one?
Yeah, you just read the first paragraph.
The number one?
Yeah.
Okay. Can y'all hear me okay? I've got a saw going in the background, I think. Can you hear me? Yeah, okay. I surrender ordinary thinking. I recognize and accept my desire to add the intelligence, experience, knowledge, and spirituality of my mastermind partners to my own mind power, to provide amazing ideas and affirmative language to assist me in generating new results now.
I open my mind to receive all possibilities. I dissolve in my mind and in the minds of all others that any idea can be withheld from me. No person, thing, or event can keep me from that with the creative mechanism of our collective minds, the mastermind, can conceive of it for me.
I give up all that has offended me, within and without. I give up all offensive things, past, present, and future. I release positively everyone. I am free, and they are free. 2, all things are cleared up between us now and forever.
I understand that when 2 or more minds come together in the spirit of harmony, peace, and goodwill, increased mind energy is available and will be intentionally created through this alliance to bring out greater effectiveness, energy, and good to all.
I now make known my specific request, asking my partner's support and knowing that the accumulated mastermind consciousness of this group will lift my thinking to a greater problem-solving solution, generating ideas and languages. So 3 questions to start with and answer. 1, what am I working on? This is nice and broad, and each member can answer with whatever they feel comfortable sharing. 2, what did you learn? Very often my groups are focused on similar goals, and lessons learned by one member can benefit all. 3, what do you need help with? By having a specific question on the agenda, this helps take pressure of members who want to reach out to the group for help. We can use these to start and grow from here if we need to be as we get more familiar with our group as a whole. So Brenda asks,
what I am working on is a project in Kauai and actually moving to Kauai. So that's what I'm working on. And the things I've learned in the last 9 months, the last couple of weeks have just been phenomenal. And one thing I got out of it is I've learned to have a whole lot more grit. I'm going to ask for what I want. I'm going to put it out there, and I'm going to receive it. I already have it, and that's just the way it is. And what I need help with is I would say the financial resources to actually be able to get this done within the next 6 months or so. And I needed to tie up a few loose ends here. So once I'm done here, and I never have to look back. That's what I need help with. Did I do that right?
Beautiful.
Okay.
Very clear.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to make a note really quick here. Okay. What I am working on is reading and keeping laser focus present within the hustle and bustle of a lot going on, a lot of transition happening. And let's see the second part of that. What I've learned recently is that in order to get the life that you have to let go of the life, or in order to get the life that you want and make those changes, you have to let go of the things that you currently have. And I know we've heard that a lot. I guess I've just been really experiencing it with a whole lot changing in my life. And so it's been really cool to have that knowledge and be able to recognize these somewhat scary changes and be excited about it, because I know that good things are around the corner. And then let's see, what I need help with is I guess just any tips as far as keeping some sort of consistency with business when big projects are happening and when there's very little space or quiet to work in. And so yeah, all the, of course, intention set in my focus, but also any tips that any of your experiences have like, shown light on would be appreciated. That's it for me.
Okay, what I am working on is kind of parallel with you, Brittany. I think being a mom and being an entrepreneur brings its own unique gifts for us to learn into the mix when we're trying to really focus. For me, it is that way anyway. So I'm still working on strengthening my focus, and I've committed myself. I had a call with one of my upline yesterday, and I've committed myself to one a day. And that for me is one sign up a day. So I'm kind of took myself back into The Greatest Salesman, and there's a chapter that he talks about, I'm going to keep going until I make that one sale before I go to sleep. So that is my focus. That kind of a twist on my previous focus is making one a day. And whatever I need to do in that, I'm going to do. And I've decided that I'm going to feel good in myself, even if I don't meet that, because I know in my heart I'm doing my best to meet that. And I'm really going to commit myself to that, my personal best. And so what I would like is really just some support on accountability with that thought. Because what I've learned is the accountability for me is really important. It really helps to motivate me and shift my energies where they need to be when I know that somebody's watching. And that's a scary thing, but I need that. That's all I have this week. Thanks.
Okay. What I'm working on right now is just putting my all of the online things that I need for my website and everything, getting them all in the place where they're set up and functioning, so that I don't have to be doing every little thing, and sometimes I feel like I get lost in it. Like I'll start doing it, and then all of a sudden I get lost in what I'm doing because I get overwhelmed. So I guess what I'd like help with is just keeping my mind clear and not getting lost. Just helping me remember what I'm doing, because I do tend to get overwhelmed from doing too many things, and I need to keep things simple. I guess that's what I need help with, keeping things simple. Yeah, that's all.
Thank you. Next, Wendy. Natalie.
Natalie,
I know
next.
my ABCs. Oh, Natalie, hang on. You're muted. There you go.
Thank you. So, thank you all. I would ask, I have still intention and my health and seeing me whole and energetic and vibrant, because I need that. I am that. And then my focus is directly on, much like Deanna, my outcome, however, is not individual numbers. It's a volume. And so my outcome is for this month to schedule the time for oats and consistently work my business so that my volume this month is over 20,000 in increase. And in doing that, I commit to asking you to hold me accountable to my being and giving my best with my oats and with my energy and giving that time to my business. And thank you. And I also commit to getting my DMP on Slack so that you guys can continue to give me energy and buoy me up in that as well.
Okay. I've had a difficult couple of weeks after returning from Kauai. I not only being sick, but I had last week or the last 2 weeks booked solid with meetings with prospects, and I'm very discouraged with the results that I got, and sliding down that side of discouragement and disillusionment of what I want to do, even though I say I want it really, really bad. So this week I am working on getting my mindset back to focusing on that which I say I want. I would like to give specific. I love that Natalie was very specific in her numbers, and that's what I would like to be also. And right at this moment, I don't feel ready to commit to numbers, except that I really would like to be able to make one enrollment by the end of this month. That's how discouraged I am. Okay, so I'm going to put one enrollment. I'm writing it down by end of June. And my intention would be to do an enrollment every day like Deanna, and somehow whatever happened in the 2 weeks of experience of everything that I did since coming back just totally shot me down with my enthusiasm and my belief in myself. So actually that's my belief is really key right now in getting my self-talk back to where it should be. So the help I'm asking for, just really holding the intention that I commit to myself to get back on the bandwagon with everything that I know that works. I mean, if anybody feels inclined to drop a text or a Facebook note message or anything like that, to just words of encouragement, I'd love it. That's what I'm asking for help for. And by the way, thank you everyone. By the way, when you see me looking down, it's because I'm making notes on everything that everybody says. So only know, okay, good, yay. All right, thanks.
Kendra. Oh, I can unmute you, sorry. There you go.
I was doing the same thing, Wendy. I was writing down everything you guys were saying, what you wanted, what you were working on and needed help with, because I felt, as you were saying it, things popping in my mind of, oh, maybe she'd like this. You know, articles I've read or videos I've watched that I could send to you. And I was going to ask all of you, how can we support each other when we're not in the mastermind call? How can we send each other a message, like agree to send each other a message daily or weekly to say, hey, how is whatever they're working on going? And anything that you think that could help them to send to them too. What do you think?
I think I saw Deanna's and then Wendy. Deanna, go ahead.
Okay, I think that was one of the intentions of setting this up on Slack, is because Natalie set up another room just for us to have conversations about what we're doing. So what I did for myself is, because, you know, with Facebook and all these things, I set myself up to get notifications from Slack. So anytime somebody puts a message in there, it'll give me a ding on my device, which allows me to key me into check. So I would say let's really utilize Slack, because that'll keep everything in one cohesive place for support. What do you all think about that?
I love that. And then, and thank you, Deanna. Wendy?
I think that's a great idea. Deanna, I love your intention of doing one sign up a day. And what I would like to encourage, if people are open to it, is actually doing the CAPS report for those kinds of goals. I'm doing the one-on-one mentoring with Mark, and that's one thing that he says to me, if I don't have my CAPS report available to him, like right before our call, that the call's not even on. So I'm just wondering if maybe a category in the Slack for our individual CAPS reports, and if that's something that we're choosing to do to keep ourselves accountability, maybe we want to post those in that section for CAPS reports. Cool? Okay, awesome.
Was it Natalie or Kendra first? Sorry, I was looking down.
Natalie was definitely.
Natalie, okay, go ahead.
I was going in this vein. I was going to throw out the encouragement or the challenge or the bar that we all post a couple times in Slack this week and a couple times next week, so that there's at least 4 interactions in Slack, with the intent of posting something that will benefit someone else that's said something here, or further defining our own requests for our support and assistance, or posting our CAPS, like Wendy has said, so that we're developing that habit. And whether you do it every day, but I would ask for at least twice each week, so a total of 4 times before we meet again. And I would, I love, Brenda, you make my heart soar, that you have Sarah Dooley, who is a good friend of Brittany's and mine, and I'm sure you know Sarah through MKE. She and her husband moved to Kauai several years ago because they were living by intention rather than precedent. And so I love and give you my support in that. But specifically with Wendy, and Brittany is going to be very, very, she knows probably what I'm going to say is, you and Deanna as well, all of us celebrate enthusiastically what is going well, because that mindset is so key, and what we water grows. And so that which we are tying ourselves most enthusiastically, that feels good, even when they're tiny things, we're developing those grooves and those habits of success, and that feel good success stimulation and firing and wiring those neurons and peptides in our brain. And so I would enthusiastically be the cheerleader of all good, and say that I know that even if it's just a small step, enthusiastically celebrate it and acknowledge those things that we need to do better on, but don't be more enthusiastic about them than you are about where you're going. So I commit to 4 times at least, and I will also enthusiastically support and celebrate all of the good that you post in Slack.
Oh, thanks, Natalie. Go ahead, Kendra.
All right. Yeah, I want to tag on a little comment about what Natalie just said, because I always try to remember that rewarded behavior gets repeated, and it makes me feel like a parent, but that I'm not in any way, and I have no experience there, but I feel like, oh yeah, I'm just like my mom or something. But I work with elderly people too, and I know my mom has taught me a lot about, or talked about, positive reinforcement. And I think of that with my subby, because I know that what attention I give it, it's going to repeat. It's going to want that again. So I've been trying to just not pay attention too much to the things that I don't really want, and really pay attention to the things that I really like and celebrate them, like you said. That was not the thing I wanted to say, but that came in my mind. Okay. The thing that I really wanted to say was that I wanted to suggest some things that we might all put in Slack, because we were talking about that. Maybe if we put the 4 things I was thinking about that I want to suggest are maybe posting our DMP or SMART goals, or not really oats, but just to do your oats, I guess. And then the CAPS report, if you wanted to post any of that. I just thought those were things that were important that I was doing. So.
Great. Thanks, Kendra. Was that everything?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome suggestion. And I think I saw Deanna, your hand also.
Yes. First of all, I just want to thank everybody for your contribution. I know we spent a lot of time deciding the earlier decision about how, members participating. So I really appreciate that. I feel like the content is really rich, and I wholeheartedly agree, Kendra. That's really great to put those things into Slack. And Natalie, I like that, posting 3 to 4 times a week, because this is our personal alliance. We have the alliance in the MKE, but because we're getting more intimate with each other and really getting to the nitty-gritty of backing each other on our goals, that I think it is important for us to maintain that connection and not have it go too far, because we're the pulse of each other. It's bloodline, to really hold ourselves accountable as a group with each other. And this is why we came together, is to really propel each of us forward. And so I'm really grateful to have all of you be a part of this mastermind with me. I feel really blessed. You are all really fantastic, wonderful individuals, and I'm excited to be here with you.
Thanks, Deanna. I agree. I think it's been so rich. I'm really glad we've had all of these very honest and transparent comments and suggestions this time around. And we have 5 more minutes, so I guess we could just, and Deanna, if anybody has any suggestions for the last 5 minutes. So, Wendy, you are welcome to jump on. I was just going to say, if we want to comment, make any comments on anybody's requests for help.
Well, we have 2 more sections of our sheet to read as well.
Oh,
You and Brenda want to take those out.
And really quick before we start that, Wendy, did you want to say something?
Yeah, I wanted to second Deanna's statement there. I'm so grateful for this group. I think that just this group alone is giving me the motivation to stay at the campfire of MKMMA and doing those things that I say I want to do. And so I just want you all to know how grateful I am for being a part of this. Yeah.
I concur. Okay, so who's next for reading?
Brenda, would you like to read number 6?
Sure. Can y'all hear me? Yeah, okay. I give great appreciation to the collective creative mechanism of this mastermind, as it is responding to my desires, and I recognize that having the same feelings right now, I experience these requests as completely actualized.
I dedicate myself to be of maximum service to those around me, to be a living example of what humanity can be, and to practice harmlessness, generating peace, love, harmony, and goodwill in my life now. Well, that's really good. I like that last part.
So we are at the top of the hour, I mean the bottom of the hour, but it's still tops. So everybody, let's just unmute and give each other an encouraging woohoo!
Yeah, woo-hoo!
And I look forward to connecting in, and thank you, Wendy, for your service of posting the calendar. And yeah, wow, you guys, woo!
Yeah.
This is my last ask. Hey, Deanna, when we see you in 2 weeks, I hope we see you.
Yes, I am going to have my iPad fixed, and if not, I will be on my desktop.
Because it was very nice to see you 2 weeks ago. Y'all missed it.
All right, y'all.
Guys, 2 weeks ago.
Much love.
Okay, cool. Bye.
Aloha.
Aloha.
Aloha.